Welcome along, Chelsea fans. How are you all doing? Hopefully, you are all good. Just got to make sure everything's working as it should be. Everything that sounds good. How are you all doing? Hopefully, you guys are all good and you're looking forward to this one. This is Brentford versus Chelsea. Interesting game. And yeah, let's just see what happens with this. But Chelsea going into the back of this game with a good record, unbeaten so far this season. And Enzo Maresca has made changes. And he's made changes to the starting 11. And it's very interesting. Cole Palmer's back, but he's on the bench. Alejandro Garnacho is also on the bench tonight. So let's just go through the Chelsea team. Archive, how are you, mate? The Chelsea's team looks like this. Sanchez in goal. Fofana right back. Chalobah tossing in the middle with Joao on the left-hand side at left back, giving Cucurella a bit of a rest. Caicedo and Enzo, the midfield two as normal. The three in behind the striker is Neto on the right. Buonanotte, the loanee from Brighton, a surprising signing on deadline day. He makes a start in the number 10 position with Gittins on the left-hand side and Joao Pedro up front. On the bench, Jorgensen, Achampong James, Gusto, Cucurella, Andre Santos, Palmer, Garnacho and George. Very, very interesting team selection, I have to say. And what a chance for Hato. What a chance for Fofana. First game back in. Buonanotte to try and settle himself in. And I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased that we've got ourselves with Pedro Neto up front. Pedro Neto. Joao Pedro up front. And the reason that I say that is basically... What's going on here? One of the streams has got an invalid configuration, apparently. Let's just have a look here. Settings on this. The streaming settings. Output should be fine. Doing audio will be set to 1.6. Right, okay. Let's do the audio. Down here. Go bit rate 1. Like that. Hopefully it should be all good. The stream should be fine now. Hopefully. See, Martin Woodshedder. How are you both? Thanks for watching. 19 people joined so far. The first live match commentary that I've done this season. Different reasons. And yeah, interesting game this tonight. But yeah, so Brentford they're good at home. Are they the same team? Having lost Vissa, having lost Mbeumo, having lost the midfielder that went to Arsenal. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. But they're going to be looking to impress at home. They're going to be trying to be strong at home, and Chelsea just need to get hold of that football and play free, direct football. I was at the Fulham game. And Chelsea struggled, to be honest with you, with the way that Fulham set up. We couldn't break them down. And one thing I couldn't understand was when we lost Liam Delap, unfortunately, I had an issue with the fact that we brought on Tyreek George. So Tyreek George came on and played up front where we had Gittins on the bench. And all it asked for was for Gittins to come on, for Neto to go to the right-hand side, for Esteval to come as a number 10 and play Gittins on the left and push up front Joao Pedro. It didn't happen. Did not happen. And it baffled me that. I have to say, it completely baffled me as to why that was the case. Anyway, I'm hoping you are all good, every single one of you. You've enjoyed the start to the season so far. Chelsea have been good. Started off with Palace, obviously thumped West Ham in a good performance, and then obviously beaten Fulham. So into this game, and I've just got a good feeling that we're going to win this game. I feel very confident. Plenty of options on the bench, as we saw. So yeah, so let's see Fofana's fitness at right back. Reece James on the bench, and Gusto. You got Hato there, and you got Cucurella on the bench for him. You've got Tosin and Chalobah there with Achampong on the bench to cover those two. You got Fernandez and Caicedo. That's the only position where we haven't got anyone. Oh no, sorry, Andre Santos can come in and cover those. And then, of course, you've got Neto, Buonanotte, and Gittins, where you've got Garnacho and Cole Palmer there that can cover, and also Tyreek George with Joao Pedro up front. Dave, how are you? John, thank you, mate, for the message. I appreciate it. Really do. Good to see Gianfranco Zola in the studio for Sky. Working his magic for Sky on there. Really good to see. Telling me my streams are not set up correctly. Really, really annoying. Hopefully, good. Audio should be good. Bit rate should be... Hopefully that should be good. The sound should be all right. If you can still see us all right. Have I frozen on screen? No, I'm still moving. See myself. Anyway, like I say, this is the first live match coverage. Use the skin. The skin's bad. Woodsheader. I feel we have one too many new or raw players on the field at the same time. I hope it works out. I think it will. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be all good. I'm hoping that we'll be all good anyway. Let's just say that. No, I think we'll be fine, Woodsheader. I think we're good. I think Chelsea in a position now where it's just, I think we're good. I just think we've got a squad now where we've got strength in depth. Obviously, think of the players missing. Liam Delap's missing. You got Lavia missing. You got Levi Colwell's missing as well. So we've got players still to come in, and we've already got options on the bench, plenty of options on the bench, and that's what you want. So we just need to come into this game positive take on the game, positive spin on it, and get on top of Brentford, getting a nice early goal, and by doing so, settle people down, and we can play our football. Esteval obviously not involved in the game, not involved at all. Let's see Buonanotte. Let's see how he gets on. And of course, Jamie Gittins, what a chance for him coming in on the left-hand side with the ever-reliable Pedro Neto. How important is Neto for us, by the way? Pedro Neto. So, channel members, I haven't forgotten about you guys, all of you. And I've got some ideas for a future series on my website, on the YouTube channel. I need to get this YouTube channel rocking and rolling again. Been away for it for too long. So I've got a couple of ideas, and it involves you guys as well. So I'll be in touch via the platform. Message will just go out to channel members, and I'm going to look to get you guys involved with a series, and hopefully the series will be quite good, and it'll encourage more and more people to become members and get involved as well. Jolly Pawn, how are you, mate? So Brentford got all their strobe lights, all the flashing lights going, all the lights are out, and just the show before the game. And yeah, so interesting results today. Obviously, Villa against Everton. At Everton was 0-0. Another game was 0-0 again today. Again, I think was it Palace. I think Fulham beat Leeds today. You had the early game. Arsenal thumped Nottingham Forest. This evening, the early game tonight, West Ham players sent off. They were 3-0 down to Tottenham at one point. Let's just have a look at how that game finished, because I didn't see the end of it. My birthday tomorrow, and my in-laws were over, so we had the afternoon together, which was good. Yeah, that game finished 3-0, by the way. So, yeah, so Tottenham, good result for them. Very good result for them. But, yeah, so let's see. This game is an opportunity for Chelsea to get another good 3 points, hopefully. John says, Curious to see what Maresca sees in George playing striker. He's played some minutes up top in the European competitions last year. Yeah, he did, yeah. Right, players are in the tunnel. In the tunnel. And of course, the player that people have got a lot to say about, as far as England goes, Jordan Henderson, obviously for Brentford. So the Brentford fans, 100 years of red and white, a mosaic in the opposite stand to the camera as you look at Brentford, the G-Tech Stadium. Yeah, so Chelsea in the tunnel, Enzo leading the players out. Sanchez stands well above him, towel wrapped around his shoulders. And out the players come. Of course, Brentford in goal, we've got Kelleher, the guy that we were looking at from Liverpool, who decided to step out from being in the shadows, get his career going, and fair play to him. Yeah, so players coming out. Chelsea wearing their standard kit, blue shirts, blue shorts, white socks. Brentford, their standard, black and white stripes, black shorts, black socks. I'll go through the Brentford team in addition to Chelsea's team in just a second. But this is the live match coverage, people. This is ball by ball radio style commentary, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Is the sound all right, everyone? Can someone just let me know the sound's good? Hopefully it is. But yeah, let's get into this game. It'll be a good one. Line up as they do. Premier League anthem. The Brentford players going down the line, shaking the Chelsea players. So here's the team. Brentford. Kelleher in goal for Brentford. Obviously, the manager, Keith Andrews, takes over from Thomas Frank, who's done the off. So, Kelleher in goal. Back three of Vandenberg, Collins and Pinnock. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. You've got a midfield five of Kayode, Jensen, Henderson, Yarmuluk and Lewis Potter. Two wing-backs, obviously. And then you've got two up top. Thiago and Kevin Schade, or Shader. Brazilian Igor Thiago and Kevin Schade up front. Not remember these names. Anyway, yeah, 3-5-2 formation for Brentford. Chelsea, standard 4-2-3-1. Enzo, obviously the manager. In goal, Robert Sanchez. Made up position his own so far. Back four for Fafana, right back. Chalobah and Tosin in the middle, with Joao Hato making his debut at left back. Midfield two, Enzo, Casido. What are they both worth now playing together? Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Facundo Buonanotte makes his debut in as a number 10 with Jamie Gittins on the left-hand side. Jabiru Joe, how are you, mate? Up front is Joao Pedro. I'm good, man. I'm good, Jabiru Joe. I said on the bench, Jorgensen, Cucurella, Palmer, Santos, James, Gusto, George, Achampong, and Garnacho. I'd like to see Garnacho today. See what he gives us. So we go to the live coverage of Brentford doing a little huddle, pre-match huddle. Yeah, I think we'll win this game by a couple of goals. Whether it's going to be 3 goals, 2 or 3 goals, I'm not sure. But we've got it in us. Really have got it in us. So players line up. So as we look at the coverage on TV, Chelsea are going to be kicking from right to left, away from the away support in a tiny corner of the stand. Chelsea players also do their little huddle. Focus on the Sky cameras is on Buonanotte. Premier League career, Leicester, 31 games, 5 goals, 2 assists last season. Brighton, 27 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. Season before, 13, 1 and 1. Figures are not exactly great as far as the assists go, but people rave about him. So Brentford will be getting us underway. Chelsea kicking from right to left. Big moment this for Chelsea to get a good win after the international break. Waiting for the referee to blow up. Remember, I'm a minute delayed on the live match coverage. So, literally just waiting. And now the referee gets us underway. They literally knock it back to Jordan Henderson. and he comes straight out to the right-hand side. And Chelsea been caught a bit off guard here. Down the right-hand side, Brentford held up. Jordan Henderson flies the ball into the... crosses deep into the Chelsea box, away by Fofana. Over his head, Enzo. And then Joao Pedro gets clattered by the centre-back, who's come flying into him as he's gone just to hold the ball up. I don't know who that is, what his name is, but he just clattered Joao Pedro within 20 seconds of the game kicking off. Straight through the back of him. Chelsea free kick halfway inside our own half, and Casido goes back to toss, and he's just outside his penalty box. He goes out to the right-hand side. To Fofana, first touch for him this season. Good to see him back playing. Fofana inside to Casido, under pressure, back to Fofana. Brentford are pressing, tossing. Now they stand off. Now they're going. Goes back to Sanchez, who brings it out to Chalobah. Chalobah back to Sanchez. Get rid of it. He takes one touch, and then he gets it away, and it just grass cutter along to the centre-back for Brentford, who play it forward. And then referee says play on. It goes back to Tosin. He plays it out to the right-hand side here to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo holds it up inside to Buonanotte. Back to Enzo Fernandez inside of our own half here. Chelsea keeping on a possession. Fofana, Enzo. Brentford quite happy for Chelsea to have possession as well, by the way. And it goes to Fofana. Now over halfway, Enzo. Joao Pedro drops off and gives it back to Fofana. Out to Pedro Neto on the wing. Back to Fofana. Back to Tosin halfway inside Chelsea's half. Across the left-hand side of centre with Chalobah. Bottom of the centre circle. Holds on to it. Gives it to Casido. Gets it back. Chalobah. Chalobah still looking for it. Looking for a ball here. And he goes to Tosin. Tosin strides forward up to halfway and plays a little easy ball to Enzo Fernandez, who's looking for the run of Pedro Neto. He got covered off, and it's gone back across the back four. Tosin to Chalobah, just over halfway inside Brentford's half at the minute. Left-hand side here is Gittins. First touch for him. Held up and goes back to Chalobah. Oh, dearie me. He plays a ball across the back four. Literally bottom of the centre circle and just about gets away with it. And Chelsea breaking forward. Enzo Buonanotte, a little 1-2. Inside to Joao Pedro. Buonanotte collects the loose ball. Goes square to Chalobah, who steps forward to it. Chalobah. Gittins. First chance to run. Take the defender on. Couple of step overs. Comes back inside on his right foot and plays it inside to Buonanotte. Holds it up edge of the penalty box. Plays a ball looking for a run and doesn't find anybody. And Brentford get the ball away. Blocked off by Casido, and it goes out for a Brentford goal kick. But Brentford are quite happy to sit defensive, quite happy. Giuseppe, how are you, mate? Good to see you as well. Yeah, Chelsea are just dominating possession. Brentford are more than happy. So, goal kick for Brentford. Goalkeeper's not taking it. He's leaving it for the centre-back next to him to take it, who launches it over halfway. Out to their left wing, our right-hand side. Fofana doesn't challenge for the first ball. He challenges for the second ball, but doesn't win it. Brentford pick up the ball. The new Brazilian centre-half. Centre-forward collects it for Brentford. Tries to take on Enzo, and he beats him to it. He gets across into the back post high. He got down the byline, held off Enzo, put a ball high, and Sanchez has read it all day long. Sanchez rolls it out to Fofana outside of his penalty box, takes a touch on it, arms it down, and just goes back inside to Tosin. Tosin, nice and simple for him as well. Just strides forward. Brentford back off, and now they go back out right-hand side here. Fofana. Joao Pedro's making a lot of runs off the ball here, being ignored. So Chelsea going backwards to go forwards. Fofana now, ball up the line, plays it straight out of play. Pedro Neto can't get there, nowhere near it. Brentford pressing. As soon as we get near the halfway line with the ball, they're pressing us. They're not interested in pressing Chelsea when the ball goes near our penalty box. Now they've taken the throw in. It's gone all the way back to the edge of their own box here and playing across it from left to right. And Chelsea are trying to win it back, and we've done it. We've won it off of them. Joao Pedro, Buonanotte, edge of the penalty box. Back inside Joao Pedro. Pedro shoots, blocked. Great challenge from the centre-back. He threw himself at the ball. Joao Pedro's penalty spot. Found by Buonanotte. A great ball. They've played themselves in real trouble, Brentford. Buonanotte won the first ball. Got it back from Pedro. Gave it to him just outside the penalty box or penalty spot. Brentford centre-back threw himself at the ball and blocked it. Blocked the shot. Ato with the first throw-in for Chelsea from this left-hand side. Goes short. Chalobah, a little dink ball inside to Casido. Toss in. Big raking ball forward to nobody. He's trying to find Pedro Neto, and the ball went more centrally rather than down the wing. Long ball from Brentford high, and Brentford win first ball. It comes to Sade. Inside the penalty box, shoots, blocked, and goes wide. Stupid, honestly. High ball from Brentford, a literally long ball, route one over the top. The two centre forwards, Sade and the Brazilian, for Brentford. The Brazilian lets it come over his head and he flicks it to Sade to his left-hand side. He's inside the Chelsea penalty box, and Tosin and Chalobah backed off him. And Sade takes a touch onto his right foot. Tosin doesn't fall for it and blocks it, gets the leg out and blocks the shot, and it's gone for a Brentford corner. Stupid opportunity given by Chelsea, honestly. Jensen takes the corner short. Jordan Henderson plays it inside. Cross comes in from Brentford. Chelsea try to squeeze the play. I think Chelsea's, as the ball went backwards, they've all pushed up to the edge of the penalty box and caught about 6 Brentford players offside. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we do. Just about get them. Chelsea take the free kick quickly to Hato. He's gone back to Chalobah, back to Sanchez on his own goal line. Out of his feet, finds Tosin. Tossing out to Wesley Fofana. Fofana gives it to Enzo Fernandez, who will play up his arse and gives the ball away. And Brentford have won it high. Jensen, little flick ball, trying to play forward. Chelsea block it off with Casido and Tosin, and it goes out to Enzo Fernandez. Long ball up the line, looking for Pedro Neto. Centre half comes across and covers him off. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Kelleher. Over Neto's head, out to Pinnock, who then launches the ball forward up towards halfway. Held up by Brentford. Inside their own half here, in the left-back position. Enzo's after him. Neto's in front of him, and he just play a nice, easy ball. Chelsea just don't close the space down well enough, and Brentford can play out, or play backwards, I should say, across their defensive line. The right back, the right wing back. And then inside, and the ball goes long, looking for a run. And it's Jordan Henderson making the run, I think. He's been covered off by Bonanotte, who gets the ball forward. Good turn by Chalobah. Turns the Brentford defender, who pulls him back, pulls his shirt, get a yellow card for it. Brilliant from Chalobah. He's literally on the byline when he gets the ball from Bonanotte. Thiago, the centre forward for Brentford, he just does it in Chalobah, and he pulls him back. And Chalobah's rightly so complains, and Thiago, the big Brazilian centre forward, has been booked. He looks like a unit, that bloke, to be fair. Anyway, Chelsea take the free kick quickly. Inside to Tosin and back to Chalobah. Back to Tosin. Loads of space. Outside of our own penalty box for the minute. Tosin strides forward. Back to Chalobah. Then we go to halfway and they challenge us. Go after us. Hato tried to turn the fullback. He couldn't, and it's gone out for Chelsea throwing on the halfway line. Hato's standing right in front of Enzo Maresca. Maresca's telling him to go inside. He goes short to Chalobah, back to Hato. Little dink ball back inside, through the challenge to Tosin, who can stride forward. He now right-hand side of centre. Enzo Fernandez to Joao Pedro. Back to Fofana. Brentford are squeezing up. There's no space. But Enzo's found a little bit of space in that pocket on the right-hand side to Pedro Neto. Inside to Joao Pedro. Bonanotte collects it, opens the play up and swings it out to the left-hand side to Gittins. Gittins level the edge of the penalty box for Brentford. He drives towards the byline. Two defenders with me, steps on the ball, and it makes it easy for Brentford to get the ball away. But Gittins done really well to win it back, but the referee's saying he's pulled a shirt. Don't think he did. They're saying he did. John, how are you, mate? It's a Brentford free kick deep inside their own half here. But very bitty so far, I have to say, the way it's going in it. So, goal kick. First ball, not one. Second ball, Fofana's trying to climb over the Brazilian up front, and then he's been sorted out by Enzo Fernandez, but Brentford have won it back. High inside Chelsea's arse. Well done, Casido. He wins a good challenge. He comes out to Brentford. I think it's Henderson's played a ball to the right wing, to the right wing back. Gittins is with him. It's by the corner flag. And Brentford pressing Chelsea high. Cross comes in for Jensen. Away up in the air, first time by Chalobah. He then goes to win the header second ball. And the big Brazilian centre forward steps into him, just ease him away from the ball. Chalobah goes down. Referee gives a free kick for it. So Chalobah, tossing out to Fofana on the right-hand side. Fofana driving forward, stops. Very slow, Chelsea's possession. Just playing across our back line. And when we play it forward, Brentford press us. Chalobah's being pressed. He's played it out right-hand side here, just inside our own half to Enzo. Pedro Neto collects it just inside their half and threatens to come inside his left foot. He's got a ball to Buonanotte, finds him. Buonanotte turns one, then can't win the second challenge. He's just barged off the ball, but he's managed to win it back. Well done. He finds Joao Pedro, finds Gittins, and Gittins is basically manhandled off the ball. And the referee's given a free kick to us, and I don't see it. And the Brentford defender's doing his nutting, and I have to say, it's not a free kick. It isn't. Jordan Henderson's asking the same question. It is not a free kick. Gittins literally went inside. The defender just eased him away from the ball, and then Gittins went down. He's off balance. He went down. He sort of half stepped on the ball, and the defender can't believe it. And I have to say, he's been hard done by. He really has been hard done by. But, I mean, I don't know why my clock's not working on the game, on the stream. I don't know why the clock isn't working. But it's now 11 minutes, 32 seconds into the game. Anyway, Chelsea got themselves a free kick. It's just outside the width of the near post. And you're looking at about, let's have a look, 25, 28 yards away. Enzo Fernandez over it right-footed. Neto's over it left-footed. Two-man wall for Brentford. What they're going to do? They're going to go direct. It's about, I'll say about 30 yards out. Cross goes in. Oh, a brilliant ball. It's offside. Chelsea went a bit early, but the cross from Pedro Neto was brilliant. He put it on the penalty spot and Tosin heads it down. And the goalkeeper, yeah, we went too early. The goalkeeper got it down to his left-hand side and made a good save. But anyway, Brentford have had possession. They've gone forward to come backwards, and they play out to a right-back position. Ball up the line to Jensen. Does a back heel with nobody there. Buonanotte, easy for him to collect the ball. Go back to Chalobah. Toss in. Out to Fofana on the right-hand side. Fofana does a step over, but goes backwards to evade Sade's challenge. It goes back to Tosin. Bottom of the centre circle. He comes left-hand side here to Chalobah. Left-hand side of centre. He's got Enzo on the right-hand side, stepping out a bit of space. Just give him the ball and gives it to him. And now Enzo's going to play in Pedro Neto. Good first ball. Neto driving towards the end of the penalty box. Step over, and he's away. Byline. Cross comes in, and they block it off. Will be mopped up by Enzo Fernandez, who holds off the challenge of the Brentford player. He's done so as well, Enzo. Well done. Holds it up and goes back to Fofana. Casido. Tossing. Top of the centre circle, tossing. Back out to Enzo Fernandez. Back to tossing. Chalobah's to his left. He finds him. Brentford are squeezing narrow, making the pitch really narrow. Chelsea struggling to try and find space. And Tossing's playing a long ball over the top, looking for Pedro Neto, who gets in right on the byline. He holds the ball up against Lewis Potter, and he's done really well to win it off of him. Pedro Neto stands him up, goes inside. He's been fouled. He has been fouled. Potter's saying to the linesman didn't flag for it. He didn't flag for it, but the referee did. So you see Pedro Neto is saying to the linesman, open your eyes. Does Neto beat him? He does. He fouls him. Pedro Neto does a little shimmy. Potter sort of steps in. Neto goes down. The liner doesn't give it, but the referee does. Anyway, Chelsea got themselves a free kick. It's about 15 yards out from the byline, from the goal line, but it's right out on the byline on the right-hand side. Enzo's over it, left foot. Or was that Neto? Neto's over it, left foot. Enzo Fernandez, right foot, is over it. Instead, we go backwards to Casido, and he plays it back outside to Enzo Fernandez. One touch, ball over his feet, cross comes in, headed high up in the air, just away from the penalty spot by Chalobah. The ball was just drilled into the wrong place. He's going backwards. He couldn't get any direction on it. Just goes up in the air, and the keeper claims it. Brentford playing out from the back. Little dink ball over the top of our challenge, and Fofana wins it. Well done. Top of the centre circle, inside Brentford's half now. Enzo Fernandez stepping backwards a little bit. Buonanotte shows 72% possession for Chelsea after 15 minutes of play so far. Enzo Fernandez plays it out to Wesley Fofana, up the line to Pedro Neto. Neto, ball inside Joao Pedro, little layoff, 1-2, brilliant. Pedro Neto, he's surrounded by 4 Brentford players and they take the ball off him. He had nowhere to go, unfortunately. For Brentford, Pinnock get the ball away up the line. Sade tries to head it down. Fofana steps in. Casino wins second ball, head tennis. And then Enzo Fernandez brilliantly does well, brings it down, kills it. Neto, Joao Pedro byline, tries to pull the ball back. Brentford cleared it away and it's a Chelsea corner. Good work, good move. Enzo Fernandez brought it down on the sixpence. Absolutely trapped the ball at his feet. And then just played a little ball up the line. Classy player, Fernandez. Doesn't get the credit he deserves, Enzo Fernandez, for me. But the guy, what a player he is. Great signing for us. So, Chelsea got Chalobah, Fofana, Tosin and Joao Pedro in the penalty area. Edge of it, Buonanotte and Casido. It comes to Casido. Back out to Pedro Neto, byline. Back to a bit of a waste this. Casido, Buonanotte collects it deep, gives it Enzo Fernandez. Cross goes towards the back post. Fofana can't get there. And over his head, and it comes out to a right back position for Brentford. Deep inside the half, and the right back's had a loose touch here, and he's got away from Buonanotte and played the ball inside. Sade out to the right wing. The Brazilian centre back who's forward, who's played a loose ball back. But Joao Pedro couldn't get there. It's gone back to Kelleher. It's gone back out left hand side to Pinnock. Edge of his own penalty box, Brentford with the ball. Kelleher. Chelsea pressing. Gittins on his way. They've played through it. And they're coming forward towards halfway. And we're backing off. But Hato steps inside and done well to force them the other way. And now Brentford go left wing, our right hand side. Edge of our penalty box. Fofana stands them up. Cross comes in. It's too high. Sanchez reads it easy and grabs it and rolls it out straight away. Casido. Chelsea breaking. Casido up to halfway. He's looking for a run of Gittins. Gittins holds it up. Back to Casido. Brentford fall back into their defensive shape. And now we just play it out to the right-hand side to Fofana. Halfway line. It's slowed right down. When Chelsea play the ball quickly, we create problems. When we sit and play slow, we make it so easy for opposition just to sit in and defend against us. And we're doing exactly that now. Chalobah's gone back to Tosin. At bottom of the centre circle. Tosin holds it up. Plays a little ball to Enzo Fernandez. He's got one option on the wing. Neto. But it's about 20 yard space, like the length of the pitch. 20 yards is where everyone is. Buonanotte holds the ball up and goes back to Chalobah towards the halfway line. Chalobah comes forward halfway to their half and stands it up again. Got an option. He's got Pedro Neto back post making a run. He finds Neto. Oh, unlucky. Brilliant first touch from Neto, but it was too loose and the goalkeeper got down to his feet. But Chalobah sees his run and puts it on a sixpence to him. Literally kills it. Corner 6-yard box with the outside of his left foot. But the goalkeeper was there and blocked it off. But well done. Good ball. Good run. Brentford. Henderson goes back to his centre half. Ran across the back line. Out to the right wing back. Just inside his own half here. Chelsea doing well pressing. Forcing Brentford all the way back to the goalkeeper. Kelleher. And he goes first time out left wing. Lewis Potter for Brentford. He heads it inside. And then Chelsea wins the second ball. Enzo Fernandez holds off a challenge and plays it out to Jamie Gittins on the left-hand side. Gittins up against the defender. Goes towards the byline. Cross comes in, but straight down the throat of Kelleher. And then gets rid of it first time again. Looking for the big Brazilian centre forward, but Tosin's covered him off. Heads it down. There's 3 Chelsea players on the halfway line. Chalobah, Casido and Fofana. And we collect it, go forward to Buonanotte, slows it down, Fofana, back out to Pedro Neto, right out on the byline, halfway inside Brentford's half. And we literally go back all the way inside our own half to Tosin, who's got 15 yards of space in front of him, but goes out to Fofana. Brentford defending in a 20-yard space. Everyone just making it compact and stopping Chelsea playing. Joao Pedro's giving the ball away on halfway, but well done, Casido. He steps in and wins a great challenge again. Off Yarmulke and then wins a throw-in. Well done, Casido. His ability to sniff out problems and danger is just unrivaled. Chelsea the throw and go back to tossing. Halfway inside his own half here, tossing. Right inside is Fofana. About 10 yards inside our own half here. Tossing, just plays a loose ball and gives it away, but then Casino steps in and wins it again. Halfway. And then who's giving that ball away? I think it was Joao Pedro. Anyway, Brentford trying to play a high ball. Covered off by Tossing. Chalobah, Casido. Joao Pedro on the halfway line. Turns two players. Well done. And plays the ball through the lines, trying to find Gittins. Gittins wasn't there. He hadn't started his run. And Brentford covered it off and go back to the goalkeeper. Trying to play out, but Chelsea done well here. Joao Pedro busy. Has won the ball back. Well done. Hato. Nice and easy. Back to Chalobah. Just inside Brentford's half. Left-hand side of centre. Chalobah. Moves into central position. Goes back to Tossing. Tossing to Fofana. Pedro Neto on the byline. Being pressed. Holding up the play. Wins a Chelsea throw-in. 10 yards inside their half. But Brentford are sitting in. Compact. Making it difficult. Shutting the space down. Forcing Chelsea wide. They've got big centre-halves, Brentford. And they're quite confident in the fact that if we get a ball in the box, they feel quite confident they're going to win it. Anyway, Fofana's got himself a free kick from Yarmuluk. And it's a free kick 10 yards inside our own half here at the minute. Taking quickly back to Tossing. Bottom of the centre circle inside our own half here. He goes back out to Fofana. Right-hand side. And he steps forward. Joao Pedro. Enzo. Fofana. Enzo Fernandez. 5 yards inside their half. Joao Pedro. Fofana looking for a big ball. And he swings a raking ball from right to left. And Gittins won't get there. The right wing back comes across. Heads it away. Chelsea throw him. Oh, they've got Gittins offside, have they? Is he offside, Gittins? I think he is. Yep, offside Gittins. So Brentford free kick. Level the edge of the penalty box. Just outside of it on the right-hand side here. And Brentford want to take it early. Take it quickly across their defensive line. Leaving it to Kelleher, actually. They've stepped off and stepped forward. The Kelleher launches one. Out to the right wing. Chelsea don't win it. Chalobah can't get there, but he gets their second ball and puts the ball out of play. For a Brentford throw-in halfway inside of our own half. They're playing up to the big Brazilian centre forward. Playing off him, but Chalobah did well with the first ball to win it. Right. Brentford long throw coming up. Argy Bargy. Long throw. And it is a long throw as well. My word. Gone right into our 6-yard box and we hoof the ball away with Tossing. Brentford. Lewis Potter brings the ball down brilliantly well. And then goes back to his centre half on halfway. Enzo Fernandez after him. Forced him to play it early. And he does. And he plays it out to the right hand side to their wing back. Takes on Hato. But Hato got the better of him. Does really well, Hato. Back to Sanchez. Good first half volley away, left-footed. Joao Pedro, little back heel, trying to find Gittins. Or not on the same wavelength. He goes out of play. It's a Brentford throw-in. Halfway inside of Chelsea's half. They take it quickly. And go back to their centre-half. Inside their own half here, Brentford. Left-hand side of centre. Little dink ball inside to Henderson. He's forced into an error by Buonanotte. Buonanotte. Enzo Fernandez, halfway line, under pressure, does well, finds Tossing, finds Casido, finds Chalobah. Chalobah looking for an out ball, but he's driving forward, Chalobah, holding the ball up. Ball's over, referee gives nothing. Wasn't a foul either, and they play it inside. Jordan Henderson, little chip ball out to left-hand side to Lewis Potter to drive forward, and Pedro Neto gets back in goal side, well done. Halfway inside of our half here, Brentford, and they're going backwards towards our halfway line. Keep on the possession. They're doing all right with it so far. Chelsea doing well with Buonanotte, forced them backwards. And now I've come out to this right-hand side. Literally on the halfway line. Right back position. Chelsea pressing them. Forced them to play it early. Back across the left-hand side now. Centre forward thinks about going forward. Held up. Back to Pinnock. Pinnock back to Jordan Henderson, playing as the middle centre half at the minute. And he's got one ball to the right-hand side of him. Ball back, plays a little dink ball inside, and they nutmeg, and they're trying to play little 1-2s here, but well done, Chalobah. Steps in and gets a throw in. Well done. Enzo Maresca's quite animated with Joao Pedro. Gittins. Anyway, Chelsea throwing. Casido's lost it. Henderson mops up and goes back to the goalkeeper for Brentford. 25 minutes gone. 25-28, in fact. Brentford playing between Chelsea's press, and they're coming forward now. And they're looking for the long ball for Sade, but it's gone between Tosin and Fofana. Fofana just sees the ball out of play. Nice and simple in the right back position. Thinks about taking an early throw and forgets it. Fofana taking his time, pinched a few yards and more, and then a little loose throw to Joao Pedro. He's trying to do little flicks, Joao Pedro, and they're not coming off at the minute. He's just tried to chest it down to somebody, and then Brentford win it and go back to their centre halves. And they've gone even deeper back inside their own half to keep hold of the ball. And they just play it square to the centre back. He's halfway inside his own half here. Left-hand side of centre. Chelsea labouring to go forward and press. It goes into midfield and then Chelsea go. And they've got players. Jordan Henderson is trying to feed the run for the Brazilian centre forward. Sawn off by Chalobah into Casido to Tosin. Ball out to Enzo Fernandez in the right-hand side pocket, just inside the Brentford half. Held up. Back to Tosin. There's not a lot of movement from Chelsea, I have to say this. They make Brentford are easy. They're coping with it easy at the minute. Joao Pedro's dropped off deep to collect the ball. Dinks it outside to Chalobah. Back to Joao Pedro. Takes on one player and in a loose touch gives the ball away. But they can only find Chalobah, and he plays it inside to Hato. Well done under pressure. Good touch from him as well. And Chelsea halfway inside Brentford's half with the ball. Hato stepping inside as a midfielder as well, by the way. Enzo. Outside of him is Fofana. Now to Pedro Neto. 30 yards from goal on the byline. Forced inside to Enzo Fernandez. Little dink ball to Buonanotte. Goes beyond him, but Gittins steps in to win it. Then Chalobah wins the third ball. Buonanotte, Chalobah. Sorry, Casido out to Fofana. Fofana now. Pedro Neto once again, the danger man. Left foot. Cross comes in towards the back post. Evades everybody and goes out for a goal kick. Okay, Brentford goal kick. Kelleher takes it long. Good header from Fofana. And then Enzo or Pedro Neto up the line. Buonanotte heads it down, but we're not going to get there. Brentford are going to beat us to the ball, and they do. They spread the ball out to the right-hand side to the wing-back. Well done, Gittins. He's got back in and forced him back over halfway to his centre-back, right side of his centre-back. Henderson, right-hand side of the centre circle. Plays it out again to the wing back. He's held up by Hato and Gittins, who's working hard. Back to the centre half, and Pedro's after him. They're looking for that ball inside. Sade, and he's trying to link up with the Brazilian centre forward, and they're too far apart. Easy for Chelsea to get the ball away. Buonanotte and Gittins win it. Hato inside the Casido, inside Chelsea's half now, halfway inside of our half. Nice and easy. Chalobah. Into the feet of Buonanotte. Got good touch on him. Buonanotte, give him that. And Hato has as well. Hato, trying to play a ball over the top. Trying to find Gittins. Won by Brentford first time around. And then Joao Pedro, dancing feet. And he kicks the ball out of play. He's claiming he got pushed. He didn't get pushed. To throw in to Brentford. Taken quickly. Covered off by Chalobah. Into the feet of Hato. And he lost possession of the ball. He's just clouted the centre forward for Brentford in a challenge that was 50-50. There's nothing malicious of it. Forward's complaining. He's getting a card out for Hato. He's got a yellow card out for him. Nothing wrong with the Brazilian centre forward, by the way. I'm saying that because I don't know what his name is. Oh, no, Hato's got himself booked. Tosin and Enzo Fernandez are saying to him it's his first challenge. He went for the ball. He's gone for the ball, but the bloke's beating him to it. They've sort of, even Chalobah put his hand up because he knew it was 50-50. Anyway, Hato. 30 minutes, 13 seconds gone in the game. Brentford have got an opportunity to swing a long ball into the box, which is what they're looking for. Jensen's leaving it to Jordan Henderson to take it. He's about 5 yards away from the byline. Anyway, Brentford have got 4 players standing just behind our defensive line. We're holding the line about 2 yards, 3 yards outside of our 18-yard box. Led by Tosin. And then Henderson does a little dummy. And then Jensen puts the ball towards the back post. High towards the back post. Headed back inside by the Brentford attacker, but headed away by Joao Pedro. Brentford throwing halfway inside of our half on the left-hand side. Our right-hand side. Long throw. The right wing-back has gone all the way over to the left-hand side to take the throw-in. And he's going to take it. He's going to launch one into the 6-yard box. I'd say that he's probably just... I'd say he's around 35 yards from goal. He's gone short inside because everyone's expecting a long throw. Brentford get across into the box. Headed up in the air by Chalobah, edge of the penalty box. He wins the second header as well. Bonarotti flicks it down and Pedro Neto can't get there. Brentford just about get in front. Jordan Henderson wins a good challenge. Now Brentford are going forward. The right wing-backs on the left here. Step overs. 1, 2. But he can't beat Casido. Casido finds Enzo Fernandez. Up the line to Pedro Neto. Pinnock gets in front of him. Chelsea throwing on the halfway line. Taken quickly down to Casido. Brings it under control. This game's going to be Palmer and Garnacho's second half. We'll make the pitch big and open them up. Tosin, bottom of the centre circle. Just lays it off to Fafana on the right-hand side of centre. And he steps over halfway inside their half now. Brentford's sitting back and dropping off. And Fafana goes backwards to Tosin. He steps away from Sade and plays the ball into the feet of Bonarotti, who lets it come across his body and lays it off to Hato. And Hato's lost it. They stepped in front of him and Brentford are away. Sade, Sanchez comes out, edge of his box and gets the ball away. Left foot, high up the line. Gittins pulls back the defender. Stupid challenge again from Gittins. He can't get involved in the game. He's had a couple of runs, but apart from that, he's not involved. And it's going to be Garnacho's second half in that position. Anyway, Henderson plays the ball into the bottom of the centre circle. The Brentford centre half, who plays it to Pinnock, who falls over, but no one's near him, and he can get back up and lay the ball off. And then Brentford launch it high up the line. Casido brings it down. Nice little ball into Enzo Fernandez, who holds off a challenge, does really well with it. But because we lose the ball, referee sees it and says, right, it's a Chelsea free kick. Brentford can't believe it. Lewis Potter again can't believe it. But Enzo's being pulled. You can see it all day long. It wasn't Potter's challenge. It was a challenge on Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea, it's no free kick. It's a throw-in. Anyway, Fafana takes it to Joao Pedro, gets it back, then goes to Enzo Fernandez under pressure to Tosin, who gets the ball away to Chalobah. Inside to Hato, lays it off to Casido. Chalobah tries to find a long ball, but the Brentford lose it. Enzo now gives it to Fafana, driving forward. Right of him is Pedro Neto. Picks up edge of the penalty box. Cross comes in back post. The Brentford defender gets in front of Joao Pedro and gets a great header. And then Brentford trying to win the ball higher than Henderson. Ball over the top. They've got a runner at Sade. He's in left-hand side of the penalty box. Up against Tosin. Brings it on his right foot and they score, Brentford. And they're 1-0. 1-0. It's a ridiculous situation. Chelsea lose the ball high in Brentford's half, and Brentford play it forward, and Chalobah goes diving in about 30, I'd say just over halfway inside their half. So our cross comes in. They get the ball away to the edge. They flick it forward, and Chalobah goes to win it, and he's with the big centre forward, and the ball sort of breaks to Jordan Henderson, and he plays a great ball over the top, over to Sade, who collects it and takes one touch inside the penalty box, and he turns onto his right foot And what he does, he goes on the left-hand side and he just puts it in the bottom corner. It takes deflection between the legs of Tosin. Sanchez can't get there, and we're 1-0 down. Yeah, oh, it's a bad deflection, to be fair. As soon as it hits Tosin, he's going dead centre, but he hits the inside of Tosin's knee, and it deflects the ball the opposite way, and Sanchez got no chance. But Chelsea have played, we've made this our own problem with the way we're playing. We're playing too slow. We're letting Brentford squeeze up and just condense the space, compact, and that's it. And Chelsea are struggling to break them down. They're playing counter-attacking football, and that's it. And we just fall into their trap completely. We're trying to play it forward on the right-hand side here, and we've done well to win a throw-in, level the edge of the penalty box. So anyway, Chelsea trying to play it forward. Brentford get the ball away. It comes across well done, Casino. He stepped in, but it's gone out of play. He got in front of the Brentford player, but it's deflected off his ankle and gone out of play for a Brentford throw-in. 10 yards inside their own half on the right-hand side here. I have to say, it was a great ball from Jordan Henderson. As much as I hate to say it, I can't stand that bloke. Anyway, opened up the door. Yeah, over the top ball, Martin, 100%. Woodshed the same. Chelsea too laboured, too slow, have no clue about how to open up the just space to try and play with Brentford pressing and squeezing the play, and Brentford are coming out from the back up to halfway with Sade. He's been able to turn and he's driving forward and he can't get away from Enzo Fernandez, who's done well, and he's given a foul away. He's caught Enzo on the ankle about 5 yards outside the penalty box. Well done, Enzo. He just stepped across him, won the ball off him. And Sade's literally just gone down the back of his ankle. Horrible challenge as well. Absolutely horrible challenge. He's trying to plead his innocence. Well on Enzo. What a player he is. But Chelsea got their own problems here. It's just if you don't play attacking football and you don't play quick, then so with that, Garnacho's warming up. He'll be on second half for Gittins. Andre Santos warming up as well. Anyway, Chelsea got the ball forward into their half and gone back to tossing. Tossing halfway line. Goes left-hand side to Chalobah. Bonotti makes a run and thinks twice about it. Joao Pedro drops in and just comes 10 yards of him and gives the ball back to him. Gittins makes a run from out to in. Ignored. Outside to Hato. Chalobah turns away from challenge halfway line and got to Hato now. So Hato held up again because Brentford are working hard without the ball. Squeezing the play. And then Fofana's trying to play a long ball over the top to Pedro Neto. Can he get him behind? Keeper comes out and punches the ball on the edge of his penalty box, literally on the left-hand corner of it, and does well to get the ball away. Anyway, Chelsea throwing 12 yards from the corner flag, gone back to Fofana, right-hand side. Fofana back to tossing. Top of the centre circle inside their half here. Brentford have squeezed the play again. They're just compact. There's no space to play in the middle. We've got to go wide. It's gone wide to Gittins. Inside to Casino. Little 1-2. Looking for Gittins' run. Covered off. Keller has caught it out anyway. He's read the play and he's got out and just claimed it. Low down. And now just holds onto it. Walks across his penalty box from right hand side to left. Bounces it twice. Launches it forward. The Brazilian centre-half wins it in front of Chalobah, but Casino gets their second ball, gets away one, because he gave it away and Sade tried to lay it off, and then Casino stepped in and finds Fofana halfway inside Chelsea's half here. Fofana back to tossing. Chalobah strides forward on the left-hand side here. Joao Pedro keeps dropping in, and when he does that, there's no one up front. Gittins is looking for a ball on the wing. Ignored. We go inside to Hato. Chalobah. Now Enzo Fernandez drops halfway down, so he's giving the ball. And now goes right-hand side. Fofana's beyond him, and one more is Pedro Neto. Held up, back to Fofana. Tossing. Chalobah. Literally pushing up to 30 yards from goal, and Brentford have got everyone behind the ball squeezed, making it compact. Joao Pedro's dropped into like a left back position for some reason. Anyway, we've gone out to Pedro Neto, back on his left foot, looking for to try and get across inside. He can't. Out to Chalobah. Chalobah shoots from distance, but high over the bar. Unlucky. We got Brentford squeezed and pushed the one back to his rear box. Opened up for Chalobah, 5 yards out of his feet, probably about 25 yards out, and of course launches it over the far post. Enzo's asking for more from his players, but at the minute we've caused our own problems. But can you see the picture all right? Does it say, is the clock going all right? You can see 1-0. Can you see that on the stream? Let me know in the chat. Can you see the scoreboard fine? Is it working all right or not? Is it saying 1-0 in the time 40 minutes, 45? Anyway, Brentford launch it forward and we win a throw-in, 10 yards inside our own half here. Fofana. Throw-in to Joao Pedro. Lays it off. The 1-2s, we've done well to turn on halfway, and Pedro's going to find Pedro Neto, and he does. Pedro Neto, right wing. Gets back on his right foot. Goes back to Enzo Fernandez. Tries to find the ball inside to Joao Pedro. And doesn't win it. Buonanotte trying to dribble through 4 Brentford players on the edge of the penalty box. Brentford trying to play their way out. And we've done well to win a throw-in off them. We haven't. It's a Brentford throw-in. Perfect. Okay, we'll shut up. Thank you. And Giuseppe, thank you very much. Chelsea, it's just too slow. It's so slow. But Joao Pedro keeps dropping off to link the play up. And when he does that, we then got... He lays the ball to somebody. We've got no one there. Brentford are just sticking with the 2 blokes up front the whole time. Now the centre forward and has put one on Casido. The referee says play on Chelsea had the ball. He's not happy the centre forward. He's on the right whinge. Anyway, we're halfway line and Enzo brings it left hand side to Chalobah. Switches the play into the feet of Joao Pedro, who's dropped off again. Giving it to Gittins. He's got Hayter up the line. Joao Pedro's stuck on the left wing here. There's no one up front. The Chalobah's looking for a ball and he goes to Joao Pedro on the left-hand side now. He goes inside to Gittins. Back to Chalobah, 35 yards from goal. Chalobah, dead centre, looking for a ball. Brentford with their 5 across the back line. Everyone in front of their defensive line working hard. Chelsea got no option. We go to Gittins. He's trying to create some space from the left-hand side coming on his right foot. He gets a shot away, but it's feeble and tame, to be fair. And Keller just stands there and catches it. But Brentford are working hard without the ball. Their setup, their defensive shape is good. They cross their own defensive line. Midfielders busy in front of them. And they're stopping the space. Anyway, Chelsea got themselves a throw-in from Brentford's slack goal kick. And we've gone deep inside our own half here. Fofana now on the right-hand side. Steps up to halfway line. Puts his foot on the ball. Stops and goes back. Tossing. Tossing the halfway line, centre circle, into the feet of Hato, who lays it off. Chalobah, back to Hato. Impressive him and his use of the ball, Hato. I'll give him that. Tossing, Brentford pressing now. Fofana turns inside. Casido, little flick ball to Joao Pedro. Lays it off to Chalobah. But Chelsea players are trying to play in between the Brentford defenders, but the ball's got to be right. We play it into Hato. Left foot, 35 yards out. Switches the play to Fofana. He's got Pedro Neto on his outside. Holds it off and then gives it to Neto. Byline. Neto. Left foot. Feints to cross it. Holds on to it. Enzo Fernandez. Tossing. Chalobah being pressed. Goes back out to the right hand side to Fofana. Enzo. Casido. Little dink ball. Buonanotte. Joao Pedro, little ball inside. Buonanotte, 1, 2, shot. Oh, it's gone wide from Enzo Fernandez, but brilliant play. Is it a corner? It is a corner. But Chelsea, little dink ball, little 5-yard balls. It went into Buonanotte, to Joao Pedro. Buonanotte, literally penalty spot inside their box. He played it out to the left-hand side for Gittins, but Enzo Fernandez was running there and he had a loose left foot shot that went nowhere. We got deflected. It's a Chelsea corner from the left-hand side. One arm aloft from Enzo. Where's he going to put it? near post. Oh, they don't get it away. Oh, dearie me. I thought it went out of play, but if the ball bounced down towards the penalty spot and Chelsea were after it, anyway, they clear it. Deep inside our half now. Casino, 1 minute of injury time. Out to Sanchez. Sanchez plays it back to Casino on the right back position, deep inside his own half here. Brentford not interested in shutting him down. Casino collects it, gives it to Chalobah. Chalobah. Left-hand side here is Enzo from the corner. Enzo Fernandez. Drives from left to right. Stops and then plays a little ball, trying to look for the run of Jamie Gittins, who's trying to get him behind the wing-back. Seen off by him. He's done well to hold him up. Then Chelsea around him, trying to win it off him. Ball launched up in the air, edge of the penalty box. Henderson holds up Buonanotte, launches it forward. Casino's there. Good ball inside to Enzo Fernandez. Pedro Neto holds off to 3 players. Plays it inside to Buonanotte. To Enzo. Joao Pedro, edge of the penalty box. Left-hand side of centre. On his right foot. Evades 1. Evades 2. Being held up. He tries to find Gittins, but the pass is awful. Shocking pass from Joao Pedro. Awful, I have to say. And it's gone straight out of play. And I think that's going to be... That's the half. Oh, the corner's hit the post. It hit the post and bounced away. That's half time. Half time. Chelsea, too slow. Brentford, perfect game plan. Worked to a T so far. Sit in. But the difference between Brentford is they've got 2 players playing up front. So one of them might do a little bit of defensive work, but one's up front the whole time. What we have is Joao Pedro trying to drop in and link the play. And when he drops in, he's coming further deeper than the number 10, Buonanotte. So you give Joao Pedro the ball, and he's got someone up his arse straight away because Brentford are sitting compact and defensive and compact, literally inside their half. And their defensive line and their attackers are no further than 20, 25 yards from each other. And they're 5 wide, and the boys in front, and it's making Chelsea's life difficult. We have to go wide, but when we go wide, there's no ball in the box because Joao Pedro's dropped off. Or if we give him the ball and he lays up somebody else, we're looking up for a run or for someone, and there is no one there. So, drastic action for me at half-time. Enzo Maresca, you got to do something because right now we are playing into Brentford's hands, and fair play to them. They've got their game plan, and it's delivered 1-0 at half-time. But it was Chelsea's own doing. We got across towards the back post. They half clear it. Chalobah goes to win a ball with a centre half. Literally, and he goes forward to win it. He doesn't win it, and it falls to Brentford. And a little dink ball to Jordan Henderson. And he looks up, and he plays a raking 45-yard curling ball from right-hand side over halfway to left-hand side. And Sade's pulled away from tossing. So Sade just takes a touch. He's down towards the penalty box. When he gets inside the penalty box, Tosin's fronting him up. He gets on his right foot, and you know he's going to shoot. And it looked as though Sanchez didn't even bother. But when you see the replay, where Tosin puts his leg out to block it, it hits the underside of his leg and deflects to the opposite corner. It looks like it's going dead centre for where Sanchez is standing, but deflects badly to the corner, and he's got no way of getting there. And the ball goes in, and we're 1-0 down. Miles, you're right. Toothless. I have to get the beers out, I think. But honestly, very similar to the Fulham game, first half. Did the same at half time in that game. I'm saying the same again now. So, this is where my wife says football fans are fickle, right? And the reason that she says that is because I complained a lot last season about Enzo Maresca and the fact he's got one tactic. I call him a one-tactic pony, a one-trick pony, because he doesn't change the formation. He doesn't change anything to try and force the result. Like, he doesn't change things. So people know what to expect when they play Chelsea. So, for example, Brentford today, the perfect example of it. They know we're going to play a 4-2-3-1. They go 5 at the back, 2 wing-backs. The players in midfield are in front of the 3 centre-backs. They literally eliminate any space that we've got and force us wide because they're like, okay, if the ball goes wide, we're quite confident we're going to probably win most headers as the ball comes in the box. And that's what they're doing because they know the way we're going to play. So why can't we change it? Now, I put a apology out because he got his tactics right against PSG in the Club World Cup final. And I said, look, fair play. He identified a weakness for them and we exploited it, and fair play. These are the games week in, week out. Fulham, Palace, now this one against Brentford, where they're going to sit in. They're all going to sit in. They're going to make us, they're going to play counter-attacking football against us. And they're going to sit deep in a low block, and we have to try and work our way and try and create openings. If you're going to play this formation, 4-2-3-1, you've got to play quick and you've got to play wide. Or play through the number 10, but you've got to play quick and direct. So when you're forced into playing so slow as we are, there's no chance. Absolute no chance. So it just baffles me. I get annoyed with it because it's like, change it. Do something different. But the problem is we don't. We make a like-for-like change. So we need a reaction. First 15 minutes, second half, we need a reaction 100%. Otherwise, this would be easy for Brentford. So smash the likes for me, people. Let me know what your comments, what you think. But yeah, unfortunately, it's same old, same old. Does my head in, I have to say. Really does do my head in. But they're looking at the goal now. So you've got Jamie Redknapp there with no luck. Yeah, ball's played inside to Jordan Henderson. What a ball that was from him. 40-yard ball over the top. Brilliant ball. Don't like him as a player. Deflecting in the bottom corner. But Chalobah goes there to try and win it. The big centre half, and the ball, actually, they both end up in a heap on the floor, but the ball deflects off the centre half to, I think it's Jensen, who collects it deep inside his own half, and he plays a little 10-yard ball inside to Henderson, who looks up. Great ball over the top. And once Sade was there, I said at the time, danger. Tossing was doing his head in, going mad. Smacked the floor. Yeah, the shot is badly deflected away from deflects away from Sanchez. I think you're right, Jabiru Joe. Go one of my gluten frees. We'll get the opener now. How have you all been? Have you all been good? All good? But yeah. Saturday night football. Looking forward to this all day. My birthday tomorrow as well. Can't wake up having the game the night before. But cheers everyone. Hope you're all good. Here we mate. So first things first. Gittins off for Garnacho. Buonanotte off for Cole Palmer. Secondly, tell Joao Pedro, you don't fucking move from up front. You stay there. Don't drop in to an already condensed midfield. Don't do it. Stay up front as a focal point. Let the 10, Cole Palmer, let the two wingers, let Gerald Hato, who's stepping inside from that left-back position, to deal with all this sort of stuff. We don't need you there, Joao Pedro. And then thirdly, we get the ball forward quickly. We get it wide quickly. We get it forward quickly. But, yeah, it's shocking. One of these adverts now, FC25. A couple of players they got in. Tony Cruz. Cole Palmer's there. Anyway, thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. Jabiru Joe, just remember to show the waterfall graphic when you nip out the back. Yeah. Giuseppe, we need to change things in the second half. It was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to you, mate, for yesterday. Got taken out last night into Windsor. Nice steak restaurant called Meat at the Parish. Very, very nice. Me and wifey. Little boy went to stay with his nan. And they come round here for like a little family get together today. Been keeping an eye on the football, on the scores that's been going on. I've been thinking about this all day. Really looking forward to this game. Thinking, do you know what? And I was saying before the game kicked off, I was saying about how I fancy us to win by a couple of goals, whether it's 2 or 3. Look at me. And then within 10 minutes, I knew the way we were playing, that ain't going to happen. You didn't broadcasting my birthday, Sue? No chance. I don't want to even see that. Let anybody else. Jesus. Bad enough. I forgot to do it with all these bloody ingrowings and honestly, skin's bad. I'll have to start putting like a balaclava on or something. But yeah. But did you see my video the other week where I went to Chelsea? I went to Chelsea for the first time in 9 years. I went back to Stamford Bridge since the Conte season. Out of protest, tried to shut me down. The YouTube site, the website, but yeah. So no, enjoyed it. Enjoyed the whole thing, the whole day. Just went by myself. Just got a late ticket. Great. Loved it as usual. With it. Anyway, Mark, you're not wrong. I think Gittins just lacks a little bit of. I think the problem with Gittins is, to me, I think he's right-footed. His instinct is always to come in on the right-hand side. So when you're playing against a team that's sitting in a low block with 5 at the back, and you've got the midfielders working their arse off in front in a compact space, as soon as you go to beat the wing back and you step inside on the right foot, you're confronted with other players that are just going to come across and shut you down. The only way you're going to get joy is actually go on the outside. Pedro has gone on the outside once. Most times he comes inside. Gittins went down the line once and managed to get a cross in, even though it went straight to the goalkeeper's hands. But he managed to get a little bit of space and get a cross in the box. And cross in the box causes confusion at times. When you step inside, if you're playing on the left-hand side as a right footer, the defender always knows you're going to favour your right foot most times. Most times you're going to sit there and you're going to come back inside. So it makes it easy because the midfielder looks and just moves across to where the ball is. He knows what's happening, and as soon as the ball steps inside, they just know where to mop up. So it's just we've got to do much, much more, much better. It's got to be. It's not just 10% better. It's got to be 20% better, 30% better. Second half has to be. The problem the thing that I'm worried about is if it drags on longer and longer, then panic sets in. But Brentford just going to reaffirm their tactics, reaffirm their position, reaffirm their plan, and just carry on executing it the way we're playing. If we don't change what we're doing, massive issue, really is. So, anyway, back with the coverage. Oh, here we go. Honestly. Yeah, so Tottenham beat West Ham 3-0 away. Results: Arsenal 3, Forest 0, Bournemouth 2, Brighton 1, Palace 0, Sunderland 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, Fulham 1, Leeds 0, Newcastle 1, Wolves 0. Newcastle's new signing got the goal as well, and then West Ham 0, Tottenham 3. Right, come on, Chelsea. Reece James is out with a bib on, so Reece James is going to start. He's got a captain's armband on. He's going to start second half. Maybe that was the plan for Fano. Give him 45 minutes, just ease him back in. Anyway, still waiting for the game to kick off. What do you guys want to see second half? You'll see more changes at half time? How long will you give it until you make more? It only looks like one, Reece James. But we're back with coverage. It's 2 changes. It's a load. It's 4 changes. No, 3 changes. And oh my God. Okay, Cucurella and James are coming on for Hato and Fofana, obviously. And Tyreek George is coming on. So where's Cole Palmer and where's Garnacho? That'll be the final 2 changes in the game. So Tyreek George coming on. Who's he coming on for? Buonanote's gone off for Tyreek George. Yeah, Fofana's gone off. And Hato's gone off. Yeah, Hato, Fofana, Buonanote, Cucurella, James and George. Reece James straight away is trying to G the players up. So Neto's still on the right-hand side. Chelsea about to kick off, kicking from left to right. Joao Pedro to kick us off as well. And he does. Gone back to Chalobah to toss in. For some reason, my clock's now not working. I don't know why it's not working. My clock's not working. It's gone. I don't know why. Anyway, Chelsea's trying to play through. Henderson's mopping up. And then Brentford, by their own corner flag, get the ball away. Back it up the line. Chelsea win it back. So Reece James goes back to tossing. Tossing to Chalobah. Just playing across our back line at the minute. Can't get my things to work. Anyway, so Pedro Neto clicks it up, collects it deep, well, halfway inside their half, and he's forced backwards to Chalobah. Chalobah out to left-hand side. And it's Tyreek George who just holds it up. Chalobah, what's happening now? He's offside. When the ball's played forward, he was offside. Hold on a minute. It's getting. So Tyreek George is now playing up front. George is playing up front with Joao Pedro as a 10 and Gittins on the left and Neto on the right. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyway, ball played long by Brentford. They tried to flick it forward and we get the ball away. And Pedro Neto, or Joao Pedro's trying to look for Pedro Neto, and Brentford just get the ball back in front of him, back to the goalkeeper. Kelleher, penalty spot, plays it out to the right-hand side here. Centre back. Been pressed by Tyreek George. He's working his arse off, to be fair. Kelleher launches it up towards halfway. Tossing can't win it, and there's a second ball looking for the run of the centre back. What a challenge from Chalobah. Final man. What a ball it was from him. And he's put Reece James in trouble. And Brentford are swarming. Left-hand side of our penalty box. Cross comes in towards the back post. Over everybody. And Tossing heads it back the way it came and out of play. But what a challenge from Chalobah. Outstanding from him. He was the last defender. And the centre forward, the Brazilian, was nearly in. But brilliant from Chalobah. But then he puts Reece James in trouble. Honestly. Anyway. Brentford have got themselves a corner from our right-hand side. Their left-hand side, Brentford. Dangerous. They're taking their time taking it and all, by the way. Yeah, apologies, people. My clock's not working. 48 minutes gone. I'll give you time updates as we go. So, corner for Brentford. Pedro Neto's in front of the centre forward here. Referee's looking at what he's doing with him as well. Right, cross comes in towards the back post. Down the throat, Sanchez, who just read it nice and easy. Drives to the edge of a penalty box and he rolls it out straight to, looking for Cucurella, straight to the Brentford defender who plays it around Cucurella. He's in left-hand side of our penalty box. Step over, 1-2. Plays the ball back to the edge, so evades all their players. Pedro Neto holding off the big centre forward, and he's done well to get away from him, but he can't get away a second ball. But he's won a Chelsea throw-in. Well done. Well done. Enzo Fernandez hasn't got eyes on the ball. They're looking at him with Sade. He holds him off and just brings him down. He does put his arms out the way, to be fair, Enzo. They're looking at it on the replay, but not on VAR, thank God. Chelsea under pressure here, playing round back towards our own goal here. Chalobah, left-hand side, Cucurella, ball up the line for Gittins, has gone out of play. Gone out of play. Oh, dearie me. Honestly. Right, Brentford have gone back to their centre-back. Bottom of the centre circle. Being pressed by Tyreek George. And he's done well, George. He's done really well with him. Well done, George. Referee's given a free kick against him, though. Centre-back Collins has fallen over in a heap on the floor. George was just bustling him and just being a pain in the arse. Referee's fallen for it. Free kick to Brentford. 5 yards inside our own half. This is what I don't get, right? You've got Alejandro Garnacho on the bench. Well, you can see we're struggling to create anything. Brentford take the free kick quickly. Left-hand side. Cross comes in. Headed away. Edge of the box. Brentford. Little ball over the top. Well done, Reece James. Under pressure. Heads it back to Sanchez. And Sanchez rolls it out to Enzo Fernandez, who drives forward. Halfway inside of our half on the right-hand side. Plays a little dink ball inside to Joao Pedro. Pedro Neto. Ball played through and it's Tyreek George. Right-hand side of the centre of the penalty box. Drive forward. He drives it low. Saved by the goalkeeper, who pushes it down. Well done. He went back post, George. He went for it. Goalkeeper got down to his right-hand side and pushed it away. And it's corner to Chelsea. But good incisive passing. George step over. Forced the goalkeeper to make a save. Gets it out of his feet. Shoots low down. Bottom right corner. Kelleher, good arm. Gets the ball away. Lowy, how are you, mate? Chelsea, sorry, easy to play against. You're right. Corner taken short. George. Casido. Gittins. So Brentford win it. They're trying to play away. Casido's been beaten to it by Sade. Oh, Casido's fallen over. And it's not a free kick, but they gave it. Now, Sade's gone down here. He's gone down onto his head here. What's happened here? Referee's asking the linesman for help here. Reece James has gone there. Talking to the referee. I think Reece James is a bit nervous here. Chelsea players are trying to complain to the referee and James has asked him to go away. James is pointing to the linesman. So Sade was fuming because the free kick went against him. And the next thing you see is in a heap on the floor on the back of his head. Yeah, he does. He kicks out at Casino originally. Casino just pushed him away because he wouldn't release the ball. Casino saying to him, just give me the ball. So when he pushed Sade's made out, he's banged his head on the floor, and he hadn't. He's up, he's perfectly fine, whereas 30 seconds goes on to his head. Anyway, Chelsea take the free kick quickly backwards into Reece James, middle of midfield. He goes back, little 10-yard balls, backwards and forwards at the minute. It's gone back to tossing. Left-hand side of centre, bottom of the centre circle, Chalobah. Cucurella collects it. Chalobah. Tossing. Play a long ball over the top, looking for the run of Tyreek George, but it's too far. Beyond him, straight through to Kelleher. Tossing shouldn't play long balls like that. Anyway, Brentford playing out from the back. Play it to Sade. Ball in behind Cucurella. They've got a man as well. Jensen looking for a cross first time. Tossing on the penalty spot. Gets the ball away. Only as far as the wing back for Brentford. They're on again. Halfway inside of our half now, Brentford. Taking their time now, slowing it down. Gone back to Collins, the centre half, who's playing it across to Pinnock. Pinnock playing a long ball. And Sade's got time to just control it, lay it off. Brentford are driving forward. I think it's Yarmulke. But well done, Enzo. Steps in and wins it off of him. Casido, under pressure. Little ball to Joao Pedro. Takes out 2 Brentford midfielders. And there's the run. It's left-hand side is Gittins. Left-hand side of the corner of the penalty box. Gittins lays it off to Cucurella. Goes beyond first challenge. Cucurella shoots towards the near post. And Kelleher was there. Made it easy looking the save. Good from Chelsea. Joao Pedro drags the ball away from the Brentford player and then plays it in between the lines. And Gittins is there. Lays it to Cucurella. Takes one touch beyond Jordan Henderson and fires low down. Anyway, the replay's finished. It comes back to Casido. Ball up in the air. Brentford wins second ball and third ball. And Sade on the halfway line has got space to move into. Lays it off to Henderson. Henderson, centre circle. Goes back to Pinnock. Back to Henderson. Back to Collins. Tariq George is up his arse. Goalkeeper. Edge of his penalty box. And he gets the ball away high. Easy header for Chalobah. Heads it down to Casino. Lays it off outside of him to Cucurella. Inside their half. Driving forward. Cucurella now. Gittins collects it. Take him on. Take the winger on. He is. He's gone outside of him. Gittins trying to beat him. And he's done him. Gittins, well done. Much better from Gittins. Much better. He took him on. Held him off. Got across him. Blocked away. Chelsea corner. Better from Gittins on the outside. You've got to go outside the whole time. Space will open up in second half of this half for Chelsea corners. Most goals from corners this season, Chelsea got 4. We're top of the charts with Arsenal. Cole Palmer's on. Cole Palmer's just come on for Gittins. Gittins off, Palmer on. But Palmer's on now. Where's he going to play? Left? Neto going to go left? Anyway, Palmer's on back. With reception from Chelsea fans as well. Reece James going to take the corner. Chelsea players converge on the near post. Cross comes in. Chelsea player goes down. Brentford get the ball away high. Tosin went down. Cucurella been held off by Yarmulke and he launched the ball over his head. Casino brings it down halfway inside their half. Just nice little touch to James. Gets it back. Casino. There's a run from Joao Pedro up the line, left-hand side. Holds off Pinnock. Well done, Joao Pedro. Back to Reece James. Toss it. Palmer's making a run over the top. Ball's ridiculous. It's gone the other way. Chelsea can't keep it in play. Tariq George on left-hand side now. Tariq George on the left. Joao Pedro up front. Cole Palmer number 10. I think that's what it looks like with Neto on the right. Yeah, it is. I think it definitely is. 56 minutes gone. 40 seconds. Anyway, Brentford taking their time with a goal kick. Collins is just standing on it. Kelleher's not interested in taking a goal kick for some reason. So Collins launches up towards halfway. Chalobah, will he win it? He doesn't win the first ball. And Brentford gets second ball as well. Centre forward and Jensen turns Cucurella inside out. And he played it out right inside it to the wing back. Holds the ball up. Cross comes in. Henderson towards the back post. Over everybody. Being picked up by Lewis Potter on the right-hand side for Brentford. On the left-hand side, sorry, for them. He's forced to play it backwards. Brentford are forced to go back to halfway. They play it forward. And Jensen can't keep hold of it. And it's gone through to Cucurella. Collects it nice and easy. Back towards the end of our penalty box to Chalobah. Out of his feet to toss it. Reece James playing inside at the minute, as we do with our fullbacks. Tossing. He's got Enzo right with him. Halfway line, literally gives it to him. Enzo takes his time, lays it up to Chalobah. So we've got Casido and Reece James in front of him. He plays a 10-yard ball to him and gets it back. Back to James. James turns away from trouble and gives it to Tosin. Good ball inside Cole Palmer. First involvement for him. And he's been telegraphed by Jensen, who just wins the ball off him and plays it forward, looking for Sade's run again. Tosin's done well to recover and give the ball to him. And then Reece James consider a little 1-2. And we play away from Brentford. Halfway line, Enzo. Inside to Reece James now. James to Enzo Fernandez. Pedro Neto now. Comes inside the first challenge, but blocked off. Looks to go again. Holds off a challenge again. And now through to Enzo. Well done, he's in. Pedro Neto right inside. Byline. Cross comes in towards the back post. Evades Palmer. Evades Joao Pedro and Cucurella. They were literally there. Penalty spot. Brilliant from Enzo Fernandez and Neto. And he's in. Right hand side. And the cross comes in. There was 3 Chelsea players in the same area, to be fair. He's just drilled it across the 6-yard box. No one gambled and made a run. Everyone sort of held their positions. Chelsea corner, but it's coming. Goal's coming. Palmer gets it off James. Goes back to Casido. Back to Cole Palmer. Level the edge of the penalty box, right, left-hand side. Little dink ball inside to Neto. Flicks the ball across the goal. Away by Brentford. Only as far as Reece James. It's literally like the Alamo at the minute. Reece James out to Cole Palmer again. Palmer looking for a ball in behind. Blocked off, but comes straight back to him. Cole Palmer again. Launches the ball back towards the back post. Up in the air from Pinnock. Will be mopped up by Tyreek George. Loose touch from him. Allows Jordan Henderson to win it. They play the ball up the line. But Chelsea done well to cover it off with Enzo Fernandez. Enzo. Left-hand side, Cole Palmer. Driving forward inside Brentford's half here. Up towards the edge of the penalty box. Lays it off to Cucurella. Cucurella holds it up. Pedro Neto goes near, but he gives it to Reece James. Edge of the penalty box. James steps in outside of one challenge. Tries to shoot. Can't get there. And then between Casido and Neto, he hold up Sade. He's gone back to his own corner flag and they get the ball away up the line. But well done, Casido to James. Halfway inside their half, dead centre. Enzo Fernandez collects it. Cole Palmer takes it off him. Palmer, ball, swoops it out to Tyreek George on the right-hand side. George now. Back inside to Reece James. Condensed. They're pushed up edge of their box. Cross comes in. Looking for Joao Pedro. Can't get there. Cole Palmer! Come on! He's been on the pitch for 2 minutes. He gives it this. And Cole Palmer scores on the half volley. Bottom corner. Get in. Come on now. Good goal. Good goal. To be fair, it was a good ball. To be fair, it come back in. It was Reece James. He gives it to Enzo. And he curls the ball towards the penalty spot. And Joao Pedro makes himself a pain in the arse for this Brentford centre-back. Let's have a look here. It comes off of Joao Pedro and he heads it down. And Cole Palmer, penalty spot, sees it, steps onto it, gets his body right. And literally on the half volley, he waits for the ball to bounce up. And he places it right into the bottom corner. Joao Pedro assist. Cole Palmer's back. 1-0. 1-0, 1-1. Game on. This is set for Garnacho now. 20 minutes in the second half, I think. Brentford have come forward, and the big centre forward has done well. Got a cross in the box. Sade shoots, and well done, Sanchez. And the Chelsea players are over to Sanchez, congratulating him. What a save that was. We're watching the replay of the Cole Palmer. Next thing, it cuts down to Brentford, and they're going down the left-hand side here. And the big centre forward is down the left-hand side. And he's come back on his right foot, and he's put a ball into the box. And someone at the back post has headed it down. And Sade, like Cole Palmer-esque, has hit it, bottom corner. And Sanchez has launched himself full stretch and got his arm away. It was going the bottom corner. What a save from him. What a save from Sanchez. Anyway, Brentford are taking their time with the change. So, right-footed in-swinger from Brentford. Garnacho still warming up there. Cross comes in towards the back post. High. Brentford they're complaining about challenges off the ball and all this sort of stuff, but nothing's been given. The ball went to the back post. They tried to head it or flick it back across. It went straight out for a goal kick. And we've taken it straight to Cucurella. Brentford have backed off and allowed him to walk up towards the halfway line. He stopped and gone to Casido. Inside to Chalobah. Toss in now. Right-hand side of sort of like a back three. Even though it isn't a back three. Gives the ball to Enzo. Toss in. Chalobah. Reece James. Chalobah. James, literally halfway line. Plays it out to the right back position where Enzo Fernandez is at the minute. Slows it down. Toss in. Chalobah. Ball to Cole Palmer, and he turns with space. Palmer holds off and goes beyond. Brilliant. He's turned the defender for Brentford inside out. He's backheeled the ball. He's got the Brentford defender all over him, and he's gone to go this way, and it's Yarmoliuk, and he's backheeled it away from wherefore he is, and he's just pulled him down. Pulled Palmer down. He just beat him all ends up. Brilliant, Cole Palmer. Outstanding. Anyway, free kick to Chelsea. 35 yards out from goal. Palmer's over it. Reece James is over it. Neto's over it. It's left-hand side of centre. It's probably just outside the width for the near post. But James, Neto and Palmer are there. And Enzo. And Tosin and Chalobah. Pedro Neto's made a run to left-hand side, so he's going to play it out to him. But it's James or Palmer. My money's on Reece James. James eyeing this up, right foot. It's Palmer, and he's hit it straight into the wall, and he's tried to blast it again, but it's off the defender. Deflects away, and Tosin's got to get there, and he doesn't. The Brentford centre forward has gone forward with the ball, right-hand side. He's holding the ball up by the corner flag, and he plays it back out of play. Bad touch from him. Oh, he's on his hamstring. Cramp was at hamstring. Thiago. Anyway, Chelsea throws taken quickly back to Chalobah, and he plays it out to his right-hand side to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo. Cole Palmer makes a run in behind. Enzo doesn't play it. Palmer's fuming. Enzo just holds on to the ball. He acknowledges Cole Palmer. Palmer just gets on with it. Reece James allowed to turn centre circle. James Casido back to toss in. Brentford can't live with the fact we got width now. We've got Cucurella going. Trying to play inside. Enzo trying to find Joao Pedro. Brentford block it off and play it up the line. The only thing is, where we're playing with Reece James playing inside, we're leaving ourselves a little bit of a problem here. And Brentford has swung a ball to the back post. They head it forward. What a header that was. The big centre forward, Jensen's made a run off him, and he's headed it down into his run. But thank God Sanchez was alive to it and come out and claimed it. Out to Enzo Fernandez. Ball up the line, right foot. Pedro Neto's going to get there before the Brentford player. He has. Neto. Oh, my God. He did what he did in the Club World Cup. He's on the right-hand side. He come back on his left foot by the 6-yard box. Tries to get a shot away. Blocked off. Blocked off by the Brentford defender. Pinnock, what a challenge that was from him. But Enzo Fernandez, ball over the top to Pedro Neto. He's away. Pinnock can't get there first time. Neto does a little step where he goes inside, but Pinnock gets across and lunges at the ball and makes a great challenge. Last-ditch challenge. Neto's thinking this is in. Good challenge from him, to be fair. And Neto's like that. He knew straight away that was on target. Good challenge from him. Anyway, Chelsea gave a foul away after all that, and it's a goal kick, or it's a free kick taken. And Chalobah's gone through the back of Thiago, the centre-half for Brentford. I do know his name now. And he's got himself a free kick. He's a big old lump, I'll give you that. He's a massive lump, that bloke. He looks about 50. Anyway, Brentford will make a change. Who's coming on for them? 2 changes by the looks of it. Fernandez going to take it, I think. It's a free kick for Brentford. It's inside of our half, just in front of the centre, so the bottom of the centre circle, but on the right-hand side. So about 10 yards inside of our half on the right-hand side of centre. Henderson one arm aloft, runs over it. They go square to Jensen. They're looking for Jordan Henderson on the back post. They're going to find him. Heads it down, flicked back inside, and Chelsea get the ball away. Luckily enough, it's come back out to Jensen. Jensen on the right-hand side. Henderson gets out of his feet. Tries to get across to the back post. Blocked off by Tariq George. Well done. I'll give him that. He's busy, Jordan Henderson. I'll give him that. Don't like him as a player, but he's busy. Anyway, a long throw again from Brentford. This time, level the edge of our penalty box, right-hand side, our left-hand side. All the big lumps are up there. The big centre forward, the 3 centre-backs are up there. Long throw comes in. Chelsea player falls over. Referee blows up for a free kick. We're trying to take it early. And what are they saying here? Thiago got booked in the first half. Pedro Neto. He just throws Pedro Neto out the way. And Neto, to be fair, he falls down quite easy, Neto. Referee's asked him to retake it. Okay, retaking the throw, and he's watching players. He's literally standing there staring at them, watching them. Neto's trying to block him off. He's just leaning on him. Anyway, Brian comes in again. This time drilled in, and Tosin wins the first ball. Cucurella gets it away, second ball up in the air. Brentford head it back in. Reece James goes up to win a big header, followed by Enzo Fernandez, and then Cole Palmer volleys it out to this right-hand side to Neto. Sade comes across and gets it out of play, so Chelsea throw him. About 15 yards from the halfway line. Reece James on the right-hand side. Casillo comes in close to him, but it goes back to Tosin. Plays it Chalobah. He's got Cucurella on his outside, loads of space. Over halfway, Cucurella strides now. Palmer comes inside, gives him the ball, gives it to him. He sort of drifts outside Palmer, but a loose touch from him gives the ball away. It's the Brentford wing-back. It's been impressive. And Brentford play the ball up to the Thiago. Up against Chalobah. Chalobah doesn't win the first ball because he reads it and he waits for the second ball. Wins it with the help of Casido. And Chalobah gives the ball to Enzo Fernandez. Right-hand side now. Reece James playing more inside at the minute. Anyway, Pedro Neto. Halfway inside thereafter. Back inside to Enzo. We've got Cucurella acres of space. He tries to play it to him, but undercooks it. But the Brentford defender, it's actually Tariq George out there. George. Cucurella went inside and George went outside. Reece James plays the ball wide right. Good pick out to Pedro Neto. Level the edge of the penalty box. Back on his left foot. Crosses towards the back post. We have a runner. Oh, dearie me. Tariq George was eyeing it up, but the wing-back for Brentford, I don't know what his name is, the right wing-back. You know, I've put a shift in, and he's got towards the back post. It's outside of it. Got the ball back, out away. Tariq George literally eyeing it up onto his foot. Anyway, corner taken quickly. Reece James to Cole Palmer. Back to Casido. Tariq George. Little dink ball to Cucurella. Heads it down to Pedro Neto. Neto shoots. Blocked by Henderson. Casido tries to get there in front of Sade. He does. Finds Cole Palmer. Palmer goes beyond one player. Drives towards the byline. Little dink ball inside to Joao Pedro. Holds the ball up. Oh, dearie me. What? You know what? What a chance this is. Joao Pedro's on the byline. So Palmer collects it. He's out by the byline. He comes inside one challenge. He drives forward. He's on the corner of the penalty box. He plays a little dink ball to Joao Pedro, who backheels it. And there is Enzo Fernandez, who's not expecting it. And he can't get his feet sorted out. And by the time he does, the goalkeeper's down at his feet. And Enzo touches the ball away, out for a goal kick. And he knows what a chance that was. Big, big chance. Anyway, Brentford are making the changes now. Thiago and Jensen are off. Henry and Atara have coming on for Brentford. Anyway, come on Chelsea. Get a winner. Get Garnacho on now. For who would he come on for? That's the problem. Neto's been a danger. You can't take Tariq George off again. Anyway, Brentford goal kick. Half cleared. Brentford wins second ball. Potter. Tara. Unlucky. Well done, Enzo Fernandez. They're trying to play through Pinnock, but he got inside. He got a foot in and gets the ball away. Henry goes back to Pinnock on his halfway line. And he plays the ball back to Collins. It goes back to one more to his centre half. Little dink ball to Henderson. Plays the ball outside. Dinks the play. Chelsea doing well to get across and press them. Henderson, inside his own half, plays a raking ball high. Looking for Atara. Finds him. Cucurella's with him, though. Gets a foot in, Cucurella, forcing Brentford backwards. Halfway inside our own half. On the right-hand side here. Chelsea back in numbers. Brentford. Halfway line. Pinnock. Ball inside to Lewis Potter's got Akers. Left-hand side. Chelsea holding them up with James. Back to Pinnock on the centre, literally on the halfway line. Plays the ball to Sade. He's got a loose touch. So is Pedro Neto. He wins the ball back off him. And Brentford on up the byline again. And Chelsea are forcing him backwards again. And this time Pedro Neto's won the ball off him. Neto's driving forward. He's got Joao Pedro on his inside. Neto flicks it back to Cole Palmer. Oh, Kelleher. Perfect ball to Cole Palmer. Strides onto it. Bottom corner. And Kelleher dives and denies us again. What a save that was. That was 2-1. But Kelleher, see it all day long. Reece James collects a loose ball now. Out to the right-hand side of the penalty box. James tries to backheel it. Makes a mess of it. But somehow he goes to collect the ball, but he's just fouled Pinnock. But Cole Palmer's literally doing this. He can't believe it. Brilliant from Pedro Neto. He closed down an attempted pass back. He's down the byline and he heads it down out of his feet and he drives. He's inside the penalty box. Left foot. Just flicks it beyond Joao Pedro. And Cole Palmer walks onto it. Opens his body up. And because Kelleher can see him do it, Kelleher's already diving to his left and he just plays it right into his arms. Big save from Kelleher. What a goalkeeper. Most shots this match, Cole Palmer. He's been on, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? He's got 4. He's top of the charts. Anyway, he's doing this, Cole Palmer. He's walking away going, how'd he save that? Anyway, Chelsea throwing deep inside of our half, taken quickly. Casillo's on his bike, up to halfway, centre circle. Gives it to Cucurella. Into feet of Palmer with some space in front of their back 4. But they managed to nick it off of him last minute. Jordan Henderson, I think it was. And Brentford playing a dangerous game, playing it back to centre backs under pressure. Chalobah wins it. First ball, wins second ball. Then gives it away. And now Brentford dink it up the line. They got a man running. And it's Satara. By the corner flag, Cucurella comes across to him. He's driving inside the penalty box. He goes on the outside. Well done, Cucurella. Stands up, doesn't dive in. He's getting a massive pat on his back from the goalkeeper. Cucurella just stood up. And then he just literally just saying to him, well, beat me then. And he goes on the outside and Cucurella gets his foot in and he goes out for a Brentford corner. Got to watch the counter-attack, Chelsea. But Chelsea now opening the play up because we're playing more quickly. We're playing more direct. We're getting the ball wide. We're playing at pace. Anyway, Brentford corner now. Now, Neto's having a word with the referee about something. So what it is, the 3 big Brentford centre-backs being marked by Neto, Cucurella and Caicedo. The male mountains of players. Anyway, corner's about to come in. Right-footed, low down, and Cole Palmer gets it back, but straight back to the corner taker. Out of his feet and goes back to Henderson. High ball to the back post, headed down by the Brentford centre-half. The other centre-back tries to loop it over Sanchez. Can't do it. Sanchez collects it and just rolls it out quickly out to Tyreek George, left-hand side. He collects it and goes up the line to Cole Palmer. Palmer on the byline. Halfway inside their half, slows it down, gives it inside to Tyreek George. Drives forward, George. Into feet of Cucurella, trying to play a 1-2. Brentford managed to get the ball away. By a deflection, it comes out to their fullback on the left-hand side, who goes around Neto, who's not tracking back Neto. Then Reece James comes across with a foot in, but Henry's still going. He's edge of our penalty box now. James trying to track him. Cross comes in and tossing gets the ball away. Then Pedro Neto, to be fair, tracks back eventually. Plays it off of the defender who's trying to get out to win the ball. And it's a Chelsea throw-in, 20 yards from goal. Neto's asking for a throw-in early, didn't get it. And he's showing a bit of petulance, Neto. Anyway, throw-in's been taken and found Enzo Fernandez, who finds Cole Palmer. And he's acres of space on the left-hand side. He's got Cucurella in front of him. He's got Tyreek George outside of him. Palmer's going forward and brings it back inside, then stops, goes outside to Tyreek George. George, step over, inside. Cross comes in towards the back post. Pedro Neto brings it down. Edge of the penalty box, left-footed towards the back post. Cross comes in, headed down by Brentford and away from the waiting Chelsea players. And they launch it forward looking for Sade. And between Caicedo and tossing. Chelsea make a bit of a mess of it, and Reece James mops it up and gets a foul from Sade. And it's a Chelsea free kick taken quickly. Enzo Fernandez, little dink ball to Joao Pedro, but the referee's called it back and said, no. And it's Garnacho's coming on. He's coming on for Joao Pedro, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Joao Pedro's off. Garnacho's coming on. Alejandro Garnacho comes on. Makes his debut. Right. I like Garnacho because he's direct. That's what I like. He's gone left side. I think you're going to find Tariq George. Tariq George's gone back up front by the looks of it. Cole Palmer 10. Garnacho on the left. Neto on the right. First touch for Garnacho. He gets hold of the ball. Lays it off to Chalobah. Finds tossing. Finds Enzo Fernandez. 4 Chelsea players back post looking for the ball, including Cucurella. Pedro Neto, level the edge of the penalty box, out of his feet, left-footed. Could have crossed it. Didn't. He should have done. Reece James. Into feet at Casido. James. Brentford are pushing us back towards the halfway line. Fernandez. Into Neto. Back to Fernandez. Has to go back to the halfway line to toss in. 79 minutes gone. 80 minutes gone now. Chelsea's just playing little 5-yard balls here. Brentford are not getting sucked out. They're sitting in their shape. Casido. Garnacho's asking for it left-hand side. Doesn't get it. Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Driving forward. Step over. Lays it off. Back to Casido. Ball to the back post. Garnacho tries to get there. Can he get there? He does. He keeps it in play. And Cucurella manages to get it off the byline. Well done. Back to Chalobah. Reece James. Brilliant turn away from a challenge from Jordan Henderson. Henderson brings him down. Free kick to Chelsea. Henderson says, I got the ball a little bit. He didn't at all. Reece James turned him inside out a little bit, like Eden Hazard did back in the day. Chelsea free kick, 30 yards from goal. It's just inside of the width of the penalty box. That's how the width of where the ball is. James takes it quick to Pedro Neto. Left foot, cross comes in towards the back post. There's nobody there. Evades. Everybody goes out of play. There's no one there. Poor ball, to be fair. Anyway. Two more changes by Brentford coming up. So Brentford throwing deep inside their own half here. Henry's going to take it. The referee's booked him for time wasting. Come on, Chelsea, get a winner here. Got to get a winner. Pinnock's been booked for time wasting. Don't know why. Anyway. So, taken up the line. Tossing steps in front of Sade, gets the ball out. Brentford move up to halfway inside their half. Left-hand side, throw in. Henry to take it. He leaves it for Pinnock. And dangerous game. Up the line, Pinnock. A long throw as well. Out of play, though. It went in and went out. It's a Chelsea throw-in. About 5 yards inside the half, but it's taken deeper than that by tossing. And then the referee said, no, we've got to make some changes for Brentford. So, making a change. Who's coming off? Not sure. Enzo Maresca's got jeans on. Since when? Scruffy. Pinnock's coming off. But Aya. And he's got jeans and like a snazzy jacket shirt on. Enzo Maresca. Since when? Anyway. Coyote, that was his name. The right wing back for Brentford has been outstanding. Coyote. Hickey's come on. Anyway, 82 minutes, 47 seconds gone. And Chelsea got the throw in. Reece James to take it. Goes back to tossing. Give it to Sanchez. He does. Sanchez, penalty spot. Out of his feet. Gives it wide to Cucurella. Cucurella inside to Chalobah. Brentford back off. Chalobah and comes away. I thought he was going to. He gives it a toss in. Was striding forward. Reece James is giving the ball. Right inside the centre circle. Plays a good breaking ball out left hand side. Looking for Garnacho. They can't find him. So Cucurella gets there to try and win it. Gone out of play. Brentford throw him. He got Garnacho in a game. I want him one-on-one with players, taking him on, because that's what he does. Anyway. Happening now here. Cole Palmer's saying the referee about time wasting again. Referee's gone up and said, no more of it. None of it. Anyway. Long throw. Up the line. Brentford win the first ball. Chalobah wins the second ball and the third ball. But Brentford mop up and give it straight to Reece James. He's going to give it to Pedro Neto. Right hand side. It's over halfway. Neto. Defender against him. Holds him off. Gives it inside to Reece James. Reece James. Ball to Cole Palmer. Out to Garnacho. Corner of the penalty box left hand side on the outside. Garnacho drives to the byline. Pulls it back. Looking for Palmer. Can't find him. Casido collects the second ball. Casido! Moises Casido has just hit an absolute rocket from outside the box. An absolute rocket of a goal. Moises Casido. Alejandro Garnacho, first involvement. I said, I want to see you take the players on. He picked up the ball, edge of the penalty box, on the corner. He's driven forward, and he's pulled the ball back into a space where someone can run onto it. Brentford just stick a leg out. Good from Garnacho. Back towards the penalty spot where Palmer was. They half clear it. It comes to Moises Casido, who takes one touch, and he's in the D outside the penalty box. He takes one touch, he sets himself, and he hits it, and he rifles the ball into the corner. Kelleher can't get there, and what a strike from Casido. Absolute amazing strike from Casido. What a goal. What an absolute goal. Amazing goal. And Garnacho is in there as well. What a goal, Casido. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What a goal. Brilliant from Chelsea. I said we got to sort it out second half, and to be fair, we have. Been more direct, been quicker. The introduction of Reece James, I have to say, has been instrumental so far. If we can win this game, Brentford are coming forward, but we've broken the play up, and Cucurella launched it high. Garnacho's chasing it down with a centre half who just loops it over his head. Second ball headed up in the air. Casido heads it back towards Brentford's attacking area, or their defensive line, I should say. Chelsea offside. Anyway, Brentford centre back out of his feet. We have rescued this, I have to say. But what a performance second half. We've woken up, but we can't afford to keep doing this. Anyway, Brentford coming forward, edge of the penalty box. Cucurella's been turned inside out. Cross comes in, back post, deflected. Sanchez gets it. Did it hit the post? Cucurella sold himself. He got beaten inside out. And whoever it was, the new winger, Otara, he's hit a ball. He's edge of the penalty box. He goes left foot. He goes on his right. Sanchez makes a great save low down again. Deflects off Casido. Sanchez sees it last minute. Just gets a scooping arm away. Well done, Sanchez. Someone's down for Chelsea here. Edge of the box. Who is it? Cole Palmer. He's got up again, Palmer. I think he's all right. Reece James is getting everyone motivated here. Palmer's all right. He sat down for some reason, but he's fine. Another long throw from Brentford. This time it's Sade to take it. Again, all the big lumps go up for Brentford. Right, long ball coming in towards the near post. It is a long ball as well. It bounces up over everybody, and Sanchez just flicks the ball over the bar. It evades everyone. There's pushing and shoving everywhere. It bounces down, and Sanchez last minute just flicks it up over the bar. Brentford corner. Dangerous moments this is, I have to say. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Come on, get the ball away. Get it away. Well, they've taken their time. The linesman, what's he doing? All right, he's out of the way now. Brentford got two players on the goalkeeper. Cross comes in towards the penalty spot. One by Brentford, but thank God it just There was no pace on the header. And it goes down. And now Sanchez has gone down here. I don't know what he's gone down for. Oh, no. What has he done? Chelsea made all their changes. We've made all 5. We've made all 5 changes. Sanchez collected the ball. He moved forward towards the edge of the penalty box. And straight away he's indicated to someone. And he's sitting down. What has he done? But James is saying to him, we made 5 changes. We can't make anybody else. Brentford are making their final change. Potter's gone off. Carvalho's on. It's his left leg. He's shaking it about his left leg, but I think he's all right. He might have a bit of a strain, but he looks all right to continue. The referee's going to drop the ball at his feet. 89 minutes, 30 seconds gone. He drops it to the feet of Sanchez, who collects it. Surely he's going to roll it. He's not. He's going to kick it out. There's nothing wrong with him then. Wasting time. Anyway, and he does. He launches it high. I mean, it really high. Coming down with snow on it. Just towards the edge of their penalty box, and Brentford head the ball away. It comes to Enzo Fernandez. Heads it back to Chalobah. Launches it long, looking for George. Over his head. Brentford trying to come forward. They've got forward. Reece James has been brought down by Sade. Referee's not having it. But anyway. Oh, sorry. Sade's not having... referee's not having Sade's disapproval. Anyway. Chelsea free kick taken by James, halfway line. Forward to Enzo, back to tossing. Chalobah, ball forward looking for George. They come across and get the ball away. They're trying to, and Chelsea trying to nick it off them, and Tyreek George has now fouled the centre-half for Brentford. George is having a ruck with the centre-half for Brentford now. Now George is getting booked. Pointless booking. 6 minutes of injury time to go. We're about a minute into it, approaching. 90 minutes and 55 seconds gone. So five minutes to go. Injury time. On Chelsea win this game. Right, goalkeeper's going to launch it. Chelsea got a defensive line, 30 yards from their own goal line. Cross comes in. Chelsea win first ball. It comes to Neto. Neto's driving forward. Plays it off the defender. Gets a Chelsea throw-in. Well done, Neto. Nice and professional. Good lad. Chelsea taking the time on the throw-in now. Now where Brentford were doing that. They're now moaning. Reece James takes it to Enzo. Volleys it forward. Up in the air. Tyreek George can't get there. Centre-back heads it back to Kelleher. Rolls it out. Brentford trying to play out. Palmer goes after him. He comes back to the centre-half. Under pressure, Aya. They've done it well to work it. And they've worked it forward to halfway, Brentford. Left-hand side now. Henry, or whatever his name is. Henry. He's got himself a free kick. Enzo Fernandez didn't do anything. Referee's bought a free kick for him. So Henderson's over it. The Carvalho's come across to take it. Chelsea defensive line is 5 yards outside the penalty box. Carvalho launches one towards the back post. They win the first header down, but then Chalobah gets the ball away. Volleys it high up in the air. Loose touch from Brentford, but they mop up. Halfway line, Henderson launches it. Big ball out to his left-hand side. James covered it off and heads it down. But out of play, though. Out of play. Brentford throwing again. Sade's going to take it. Again, another long one. Brentford centre-backs get forward again. 92 minutes, 45 seconds gone. Trying to take the throw in. Long throw from him towards the near post. Headed up. Oh, they've just scored, Brentford. There was a flick on at the near post. And it's come to the back post, and Carvalho has scored. Chelsea don't win it from the melee at the near post, and it's literally bounced down beyond everybody. And Carvalho at the back post has literally just stepped up and just put it in the bottom corner. And it's 2-2. The throwing goes in. There's a melee. And they get a flick on. Aya gets the flick on above everyone. And he flicks it away from the crowd of people at the near post. And then whoever that is, there's a Vandenberg. As the flick on comes on, Vandenberg gets out the way of it. Reece James can't get there. Garnacho's asleep. And Carvalho steps beyond him and puts it in the bottom corner. Garnacho was ball watching, unfortunately. Anyway, we've got 2 minutes of injury time to go. What are they looking at? They're doing VAR. They're looking at something VAR here. I don't know what they're looking at. Right, VAR, what are they looking at? What are they looking at? It's a goal. I don't know what they're looking at, honestly. You're welcome, Woodshedder. Loey. Dave. Minute and a half to go of injury time. George to kick us off. Gone back to Sanchez. Chalobah. Casido. Tossing. James. Chelsea pushing forward. James launches one. And Cucurella get there. He can't, but Garnacho's there. Back post. Garnacho keeps the ball in play. Plays it back towards the edge of the box. And Henderson plays it out to the right-hand side to Brentford coming forward. Cucurella tries to win it. We can't. Palmer can't win it either. Then Casido does and lays it off to Enzo. Cole Palmer, edge of the penalty box, driving forward. Plays it out to Garnacho. Garnacho pulls it back to Palmer and he's on the half volley and it goes over the bar. Unlucky. Unlucky though. It was there though, Palmer. It was there for him. Yeah, half volley over the bar. Unlucky. We're 2-2. Martin, thank you, mate. Thanks for watching. 10 seconds to go of injury time. Cole Palmer, the Keller has saved at literally at 1-1. The goal from Cole Palmer was key to this game. Anyway, he launched it forward. Chelsea go up to win the first header. Chalobah wins it. Brentford wins second ball. And then Cucurella steps in and goes Garnacho. Garnacho's got some space to drive and he's driving forward. We're deep inside of injury time. Beyond it, Garnacho plays the ball across the box to the back post. There's nobody there. Unlucky. Unlucky. But that's what I like about Garnacho. He don't muck about. He just gets on. He drives forward, Garnacho. I don't mind Garnacho at all. Man United missed the trick with him. Anyway, this is probably going to be it now. Kelleher taking his time over the goal kick. Going to launch it. Does. Up in the air, and that's full time. And it's 2-2. A good fight back from Chelsea. A much better second half. But unfortunately in the Premier League, you switch off. We all know what Brentford do. Brentford play to their strengths. They long throw. They win the first header down. To be fair, Aya, who's come on, is a massive player. But yeah, but Aya, who's he got the flick on to the back post, and there was Carvalho who got the equalising goal. Finishes 2-2. But Chelsea responded second half much better. Reece James was a pivotal change in the game. So was Cole Palmer. Palmer gets a goal probably from nothing. A great ball to the back post. Joao Pedro heads it back down, and Palmer on the volley puts it bottom corner to make it 1-1. And then Palmer steps onto a ball from Joao Pedro. And honestly, Kelleher makes a great save. He reads it, he telegraphs it, and makes a great save. And then we then go 2-1. Moises Casido, good from Garnacho, driving forward, pulls it back to where Cole Palmer is, and the defender gets a foot in front of Palmer. It comes to the D outside the penalty box. And Casido just gets the ball out of his feet, sets himself, and rifles it into the corner. But We switch off at the back post, unfortunately, and we get ourselves a 2-2. But at least we responded, and that's a positive. Switching off the back post is criminal. You can't do that. You got to keep at it. But we didn't, unfortunately. And should have won that one, I have to say. We really, really should have won it. So anyway, so all I want to say, guys, is I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary, the live ball-by-ball coverage. I really do. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. And I'll be back with more videos on the channel. And channel members, if you didn't hear what I said before, I'm going to send a message out to all of you. There's something I'm looking to do on the channel. A new series I'm going to put together. And yeah, Brian, at least we responded. At least we responded. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to go because birthday tomorrow. So I'm going to go indoors and might have a couple of beers and go to bed. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. Drop a like on the video for me. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for watching and your support. Chelsea get a 2-2 at Brentford. Disappointed. Should have won it. Didn't play well enough first half. Should have won it second half. Got picked off at the end. We'll take the 2-2. Disappointing result, though. Anyway, thanks for watching. I shall see you all soon.